Hey, it's Cherie Taylor. This is the Book of Mormon. Well, it's the playbill for the Book of Mormon. They are at the Peace Center through Sunday. I got to see it last night, and I'm going to sit down and talk with two of the cast members coming up next. Hey, it's Cherie Taylor, and with me, I have Elder Price and Mufala, also known as Liam, and Jacques from the Book of Mormon. They are here in Greenville at the Peace Center through Sunday. What a great show. I got to see it last night. I loved every minute of it. It was amazing. It was my first time seeing it. I was with people that had seen it before, and so they were looking for my reaction. I was laughing the whole time. It was wonderful. The cast, totally amazing. Tell me about your involvement. We'll start with you because you're one of the first people we see on stage. And do you ever get to go to Orlando? I've got to ask you that. Do you ever? Because it's great. It's great.
It's great. I don't think he ever truly makes it there, but he realizes that, you know, there are other dreams that are maybe more in line with what he should be doing, rather than maybe that more selfish one.
That's not selfish. It's the happiest place on earth. But you know what? You are actually in the happiest place on earth because you guys are just happy no matter what. I can't say on camera because we're actually going to play it on our website what you're saying and dancing. But tell us about your involvement in the show and how long you've been with the show.
I've been with the show now for 10 months, and it's kind of great to play a character, like you said, who finds themselves in situations which are traditionally known as bad situations.
Very bad, yeah.
But finding a way to thrive within it and still have internal joy.
Yeah, there's absolute joy, and it's like I'm dancing and singing right along with Arnold at the song, and he's like, oh my gosh, it says what? I'm like, yeah, well, okay. And on Ash Wednesday, here I am doing that. But that's okay. Tell us about how this show has been received, because you guys are touring all over the country. You said this is your second time through Greenville, but with a different show. And so tell us how the crowds are receiving this, because there's some people that have seen the Book of Mormon, some people have heard about it, and some people get in there and then they're just like, wow, it's more than what I thought.
Well, I think the audiences, maybe the reactions around the country heading into the show is probably more varied, but when some people are a little apprehensive maybe and they've heard different things about the show, but I think at the end of the show, no matter where we are in the country, the reaction is always the same. People are coming out with huge smiles on their faces. They've had an awesome time, and you know, I have been laughing for the past couple hours, and I think that's kind of like really anywhere we go, people are having the same kind of experience.
Absolutely. So what's your experience with the show? What are you feeling? I mean, Liam told us, the people are doing great and, with the show. And is there any backlash? Because I will tell you that I knew a Mormon or two in college. And from what I know from their religion, you've got some people that are a little, oh my goodness, how could you touch that? But it's like, in the end, it's showing there's positivity in anything, as long as, because I think, I want to say there's a scene where she said, oh, that's just, that when they tell stories, they're just parables. They teach a lesson. No, that doesn't happen, because, there's some of your favorite icons from folklore and, of course, some of your favorite films that pop up.
Right.
So tell us how people are receiving that. So sometimes you do have Mormons visit the show or hang out outside the show?
We do, but I think what's great about the show is it still gives a wonderful message. And we may push some buttons, you may feel a little uncomfortable, or you might be shocked at what you see or hear, but the underlying gift is the show has a huge heart, and that plays more than anything else. One way to illustrate that is in the fall we went to Anchorage, Alaska, which is a beautiful place if you ever get a chance to go. But while we were there, this tour alone celebrated its 5 millionth patron.
Wow.
Just this tour.
Wow.
Not the Broadway company, not the European, not London, not Australia.
Just the traveling
This tour
American.
had 5 million people. If 5 million people have seen this show, it illustrates that there's something of value there.
It is.
Even if it's not everybody's cup of tea. But that's life. Like, you have a favorite song, somebody else doesn't like that song. I have a favorite food, but somebody else might be allergic to it. So the fact that they don't
I'm allergic
like
to everything.
it,
Did you know that about me? You can sense that.
Right, so, but that's it. So, but we offer so much, and those 5 million people that we had in the fall, and now that number has grown, shows that we're doing something right, and that people take it away, and then once they leave, they want to bring other people to see it.
Because I think it brings a message of hope, believe it or not. I mean,
agree.
when people are like, really? No, there is a message of hope because,
I agree.
like you said, these people are in a horrible situation once you go on the mission, and you've got the elders are not quite sure how to approach the people. They're, well, we're working on a plan. We're trying to get that first baptism. But you also, you guys, and you're the people in Uganda, they're just so oppressed and down and anything imaginable, and it's like you actually are the most enlightened, the most happy about your situation. Yeah, this is bad, but it could be worse, and yeah, that happened, and let's just be happy about it, because you know what, each day is a gift, and there is a message of hope in that, and I like that about the show. So all right, tell me a little bit about your background in the theater. What made you get into theater?
Well, I realized that if you went to choir, you could skip class. So I was all about that.
You were preaching to the choir on that one, right? It's
I don't know, I guess
really? Field trip? Per diem? What's per diem? I love per diem.
Yeah. So I got I guess more of a later start than some. In high school, I started, and I kind of got on stage and realized, like, wow, if you can make a living at this, then what else is there?
You found your joy.
Yeah.
You found your joy, and you never work a day again in your life.
Exactly.
And you find your joy. All right, so how did you get involved in theater?
I am the youngest of 5 children, and initially I started in high school just because my brothers had done theater. I was more of an athlete before then, and then in college I just did a play to say I wanted to do a play, but I kept getting asked to do other plays. And eventually I decided to really study it, and after that, then I've been working ever since.
Well, that's a good thing. And of course, that voice, I can understand why you were cast. If you had that
so
voice,
sweet.
yeah, you've got a very melodic voice. Not that you don't, but it's just like, I'm a radio person, but I'm also a theater person. So I act and I do broadcasting. So it's like I can hear that voice, like I can totally tell why they cast you. Totally tell.
You got a face for radio.
Oh, no, you do not. No. I hate when people say that jokingly. I'm like, oh my gosh. Wait a minute, here, we can just hide behind me. We can hide. And by the way, this is the playbill. Come see the show. And you're pointing to, I've got your little outlines here. Were you pointing here? I have a little cheat sheet on everybody.
You open that, and believe it or not, you open it, and I knew the person whose face was there. And
wow.
I know that guy.
You do?
Just literally,
Look
you
at
open
that.
it, I'm like, that's Wanzai.
Yeah.
He's in Hamilton, too.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah, he's in
program.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
and he studied here at the Governor's School. So just
Absolutely.
around the corner from the Peace
Right.
Center. So we grow talented artists here as well.
You do.
Which is a wonderful thing. So the show runs through Sunday. So it is on tonight, which is Thursday. It opened last night. It runs, we have 2 matinees, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. So you have I hate math, but that's a lot of opportunities to see. You thought I was going to ask you. All right, so tell us how much.
That's 6 more shows.
That's 6 more shows. See, math is hard for me. But if you need tickets, you can go to peacecenter.org. You definitely want the tickets. You definitely have to see this show. It is one that you will be talking about for months and months and months. Okay? And thank you so much for being here, Jacques, as well as Liam. And go see the show at peacecenter.org. You can also find out links to tickets on our website, magic989.com. And of course, on social media, be sure to follow them on social media because you can see everything going on. Because I do know, as I'm following you guys, that backstage you've got cast members posting stuff from the Peace Center and around Greenville. Enjoy our beautiful town.
Thank you.
We are so honored to have you here in your show. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the great show last night. It was amazing. Thank you.